equation. So you have seen how the chain rule can be used to find dy dx implicitly. So another important use of the chain rule is to find the rates of change of two or more related variables. So this time, we have different variables at kukunin natin yung differentiation nila with respect to t or time. Okay, so example. When water is drained out of a conical tank, based on the figure, the volume V, the radius R, and the height H of the water level are all functions of time. So, ibig sabihin, at this point, time 0. So, T is equals to 0. Iba yung volume natin. Mas malaki yung volume natin. Conical tank. At time 1, nandito na yung tubig natin. So, yung radius, nagbago na, lumiit na. Yung radius niya is ito na lang, kumpara doon sa radius nito na ito. Yung height niya is nagbago na rin. This is the height. This time, ito na yung height niya. So, at time 3, halos wala na laman. Ito na lang yung height niya. Ito yung radius niya. Okay, so nagbabari siya. At ang kailangan natin para malaman kung paano natin malalaman yung data is by using the formula ng cone. So, volume is equals to pi over 3 r squared h. Okay, so to proceed, ito yung topic na natin . So, we will try to get the derivative or differentiate with respect to t or time. So, the derivative of volume is equals to the derivative of pi over 3 r squared h. So, applying the derivative, dv over dt, dv dt is equals to pi over 3 r squared dh dt plus h2r dr dt. Paano nangyari to? So, power rule tayo, power product rule. Product rule. Ano nga bang product rule kung matatandaan? So, we have r squared h. So, nangyari dito is r squared derivative d over dt ng h plus h d over dt ng r squared. Yan. Kaya r squared dh dt, ito yon, plus h, ito, derivative ng r squared which is 2r, ito. So, dito, dh dt kasi derivative ng h, ng height. Dito, dr dt kasi derivative ng radius. In-apply lang natin si product rule. So, simplifying that, in-example lang natin to. So, pi over 3, quantity r squared dh dt plus 2rh dr dt quantity. Yan. May question. So, ito na yung example. Okay, thank you. Ito na yung example. Yung iba is yung may actual data. Mamaya. Okay, in example number 1, two rates that are related. Suppose x and y are both differentiable functions of t and are related by the equation y is equals to x squared plus 3. Find dy dt when x is equals to 1, given that dx dt is equals to 2 when x is equals to 1. Okay. So, using chain rule, kukunin natin yung derivative nila. First, yung original equation, y is equals to x squared plus 3. Then, derivative ni y is equals to derivative ni x squared plus 3. Eventually, makakancel si 3. Kaya dy dt is equals to 2x mula sa x squared plus, wala nang plus 0. Technically, wala nang plus 0 dahil dun sa 3. So, dx dt. Ulitin ko, we are we are trying to obtain the derivative of the function or the equation with respect to t. Kaya ang denominator natin is dt. Sa previous topic, dx ang denominator natin, dy dx. Okay, so yan. So when x is equals to 1 and dx dt is equals to 2, you have dy dt is equals to 2 times 1 times 2, that is equals to 4. Ganun lang siya kasimple. So, find dy dt, ito yung missing. So, we have 2x dx dt, at may value tayo ni x, at may value din tayo ni dx dt. Sinubstitute natin, and that gave us 4. Yan. May question sa example natin?
Wala po.
Okay, thank you. I hope madali lang. Next, problem solving with related rates. So this time, we will try to apply an actual situation using related rates. So from the example number 1, we were given an equation. So related yung x and y variables. Sa next example, actually, in terms of related rates, problem solving, so you are the one to identify what mathematical model or equation you should use for you to be able to answer the question. So in this one, a pebble is dropped. Pakibasa, Miss Pia, pakibasa. May mic po si Miss Pia? Sige. Mr. Era. Thank you, Miss Pia. Mr. Era, pakibasa.
Example number 2 is the ripples in the pond. A pebble is dropped in a compound, causing ripples in the form of concentric circles. The radius r of the outer ripple is increasing at a rate of 1 foot per second. When the radius is 4 feet, at what rate is total area A of the disturbed water changing?
Okay, thank you. So, at what rate is the total area of the disturbed water changing? So, ang nawawala natin is the dA dt. Yan. So, mamaya you will try to identify the variables or the given. So, this is a typical, di naman kailangan pond, just a body of water. Once you drop something in that body of water, it will create a concentric circles. Actually, wave siya palabas. Yan. Madi-disturb lang yan kung merong naka-block doon. Pero since walang naka-block, tuloy-tuloy na mag-create siya ng concentric circles. So, ano yung mga given? Check natin. So, the variables R and A are related by A is equals to pi r squared. Since concentric circles lang tayo, wala naman tayong ibang makukuha formula but the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. Concentric circles. Okay, so our equation is A is equals to pi r squared. Given rate, dr dt is equals to 1. Ano ito, unit? 1 is 1 foot per second. 1 foot per second. So, we will try to find the dA dt kapag ang radius is 4 na. So, mula dun sa concentric circles, kapag ang radius is umabot sa 4, ano yung rate of change ng area? So, with this information, mula dun sa example 1, mula dun sa formula natin, A is equals to pi r squared. We will try to get the derivative from both sides. So, dA over dt is equals to 2 pi r dr dt. Since si pi is constant or a number, kaya retain siya, r squared will become 2r. Kaya ito yung 2. And dr dt because of the r variable. Okay, mula dito, isa-substitute na natin. R is equals to 4 and dr dt is equals to 1. Kaya ang sagot natin is 8 pi square feet per second. Kapag 4 na yung radius niya, ang area, yung paglaki niya is 8 pi square feet per second. May question? So nakikita ninyo. Imagine yung mga simpleng ganyang bagay pwede mong i-compute using the calculus. As long as alam mo yung data. Okay, thank you. I hope walang question. So when the radius is 4 feet, the area is changing at a rate of 8 pi feet per second. So guidelines, this guidelines is just a typical guide. Hindi mo naman kailangan sundan talaga. But as much as possible, number 1, Identify all given quantities and quantities to be determined. Write an equation involving the variables whose rates of change either are given or are to be determined using chain rule. Implicitly differentiate both sides, and after completing step 3, substitute nyo yung values na given para makuha natin yung pinaka-hinahanap. So those are the 4 steps. Now, just another guide. So examples. Ito yung paggawa nung sa formula. So verbal statement. Sige, pakibasa na lang. Mr. Era, yung nasa una.
The velocity of a car after traveling for 1 hour is 50 miles per hour. The mathematical model is x is equal to distance traveled, then dx over dt is equal to 50 miles per hour when t is equal to 1.
Okay, thank you. So in this one, you use the variable x to represent the distance traveled. So, and dx dt is equals to 50 miles based on a given per hour, 1 hour, when time is equals to 1. Next, Miss Denise, pakibasa. Ito yung ikalawa.
Water is being pumped in a swimming pool at a rate of 10 cubic meters per hour. In mathematical model, V is equals to volume of water in pool and dV over dt is equals to 10 meters
Cubic
cube
meter.
root cubic meter per hour.
Okay, thank you. Ayan, cubic meters. Next. Ako nang babasa ng pangatlo. A gear is revolving at a rate of 25 revolutions per minute. So 1 revolution is equals to 2 pi rad. So technically, theta is equals to the angle of revolution. So derivative d theta dt is equals to 25 times 2 pi rad per minute. Okay. So another one is the population. X is the number in population. And dx dt is equals to 2,000 bacteria per hour. Yan. Okay, so another example. Ako na babasa this time. Example number 3, an inflating balloon. Pamilyar tayo dito lahat. So, doon sa mga nagpe-prepare ng parties, siyempre nag-inflate tayo ng balloon. Air is being pumped into a spherical balloon. So, ito yung figure natin. At a rate of 4.5 cubic feet per minute. So, we can say 9 over 2 cubic feet per minute. Find the rate of change of the radius. So, rate of change, dr dt. When the radius is 2 feet. When, ito yung missing, when r is equals to 2 feet. So, kapag ang radius natin is 2 feet, ano yung rate of change ng radius at that time kapag naka 2 feet na tayo. Okay, so, yan, given natin, dv dt is equals to 9 over 2, 4.5. Ginawa na nating fraction. Find dr dt and, find dr dt when r is equals to 2. Ang gagamitin natin, since spherical balloon, so sphere, volume of sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Okay. So mula dito, we will try to differentiate, get the derivative. So dv dt, ito yan, 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Ba't nawala si 3? Ano nangyari? Kunin yung derivative. So this will be 3 times 4 over 3
Maka-cancel
pi
po ata.
r squared. Yes, na-cancel. Kaya nangyari, 4 pi r squared na natira. 4 pi r squared. Yan siya. dr dt, huwag natin kakalimutan since that is radius. Now, so dr dt is, ito yung formula natin, pero ang missing natin is dr dt, kaya babalik rin natin siya ng konti. That's why dr dt is equals to 1 over 4 pi r squared dv dt. May questions sa nakikita ninyo? Dito muna. Kung may question,
Malinaw po. Malinaw po.
malinaw naman. Okay, thank you. So we will try to substitute the values. So R is equals to 2. Ito yun. R lang yung isa-substitute natin. Kaya ang sagot natin is 0.09 foot per minute. Kung gusto niyo ng fraction, okay rin lang naman.